much about stocks. I kinda do. I did stocks and unfortunately options for a little while. I did make some money and then I lost it all thanks to how options are and my lack of knowledge. But let's see what Casually Explain has to say about people who are in the stock market. I have not been involved in it since like the start of the year, so but this is from 4 years ago, so that doesn't really matter. Let's get into it. Check the video down below.
Reasons I love the stock market is because it really gets down to the core of what I think life is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Making as
And
much
that is.
money as humanly possible with complete disregard to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while I'm sure philosophers might eventually be able to come up with a reason why this could be bad, one reason why it's good is because it rewards business models that work, punishes ones that fail, and encourages competition within an industry, which often leads itself to innovation and getting customers better products. As an example, take a look at the craft beverage industry. It used to just be big companies like Nestle selling tap water at a huge markup, but now we have Belle Delphine. So, while the stock market either goes up or it goes down, the ways you can lose money on it are nearly endless. So, you notice the different types of people like to trade in different ways depending on how they are in real life. First of all, we of course have the investor. This is your classic older guy who knows a thing or two about the stock market, like literally one or two things. And those two things are time in the market beats timing the market, and dollar cost
SPY.
averaging. If they had to get a tattoo, it would say buy the dip, but they would never do that because tattoos are a sin. Next, we have the boys of Wall Street bets. These are your Zoomer and millennial degens looking to get rich or take physical delivery of 50,000 barrels of crude oil trying. They trade almost exclusively options, which typically results in them making several times their original buy-in in a matter of days, or straight up losing it all.
Yeah,
They
that's
figure that
what
they're
I
only
did.
gambling with their future, so nothing to lose anyway. Their trading strategy consists of don't fuck with the mouse and getting to a stock after it's already gone up 20% in the last 3 days. Another subset of options traders is Theta Gang, a community based around selling the contracts to the previous group. Their profits are consistent, but low enough that no one really cares. Their primary gains being the feeling of intellectual superiority when using terms like iron condor, calendar spread, IV crush, and gamma hedging. Next, we have your silver bugs and gold bugs. These are the guys looking to keep their money safe. So safe that once some guy in Africa digs it out of the earth and sends it over, they dig a hole in their backyard and put it right back in. This investor is most often associated with the prepper community. You're anticipating the coming apocalypse and have their shotgun shells and seed collections ready to go in their underground bunker. Not all gold bugs are this extreme, however, as my dad would simply describe himself as waiting for the great undoing of the world financial system and the collapse of American empire.
Of course.
Very similar to your gold bugs, you have the people who are into cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
These guys are similar in disposition, but generally younger and less doomer. They don't keep gold or silver in a vault in their basement because that's where they live, kept warm by enough GPUs to melt Greenland. They're absolutely loaded, but never buy anything because if they sold Bitcoin for US dollars, that would imply Bitcoin isn't a real currency. Penny stock speculators. If options
Bitcoin
trading is the
early.
casino, then penny stocks are the scratch offs. If there's the wolves of Wall Street, these are the sheep. And you might be thinking, what? No, I'm not a sheep. But like, bro, it's in the movie. Like, literally, that's what the movie's about.
I didn't watch the movie, but I
with a
did
few
buy
rocket emojis, you
penny
know you
stocks
put down
'cause
3K
I
in
was
an
poor.
instant. Quants. These are the MIT graduates with 3 PhDs who work with 20 other math geniuses on a specific machine learning algorithm in order to front-run the quartz crystal in the Chicago Mercantile Exchange's internal 24-hour clock by running a fiber optic cable that's 14 feet shorter than the closest competitor, thereby reducing the distance light has to travel so he can arbitrage 1/4 cent profit per bushel on soybean futures. He makes $500K a year, but secretly dreams of owning an acreage and holding a soybean in the flesh. The security analysts. These guys are the very detail-oriented investors who are always out to find a good deal on an undervalued stock. Their biggest weakness is not being able to bring themselves to buy Apple, even though it's outperformed their entire portfolio for the past 10 years. Of course, we can't forget, last but not least, Wall Street. This is your investment banks, hedge funds, and money managers. Big money, smart money, whatever you want to call it. Now, what most people think Wall Street does is this. Looks like Daryl from New Hampshire just bought $15K worth of Delta Airlines. Oopsie daisy. But what they actually do is this. Bring, bring.
Bring.
Hi, this is JP Morgan Client Services.
Hi, can I buy $15,000 of Delta Airlines?
Yeah, sure. There's a $5 service fee.
Well, that's fine.
Okay, it's done.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
Hello?
Hey, Lehman.
Yeah?
Want to write one too many zeros on a piece of paper?
Sounds fucking lit, bro.
Hey guys, I've been streaming a lot more recently, so please come check out my Twitch.
Is he
The link
still
is in the
streaming?
description. And I'm live right now. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the videos. Thank you.
Check out his video down below. And let me know if you've ever lost or gotten money from the stock market. I think at one point in profit I had 200, but don't ask how much I lost before that and after that, and that I never got back. So if you want to help me recover that, check out my Patreon. And until next time, bye bye.